The Ford Maverick is the only compact pickup truck that you can get as an off-road monster. Well, not exactly. This is the new 2023 Maverick Tremor. It does have some extra off-road goodies versus the regular FX4 package that you can already get. Now, we've already tested the 2022 Maverick as a hybrid. This one has the turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. It's got all sorts of extra goodies like bigger tires, and I'm gonna tell you what it does on and off the road. No matter which road you're on, you can sell your car on CarGurus. Type in a few details online, get cash offers from dealers all over the country, and if you like their price, they'll pick up your car and they'll pay you. The Ford Maverick was new for 2022, and it helped reignite the compact pickup truck market. There was nothing for years. Everything has gotten so much larger. Right now, it's this truck or the Hyundai Santa Cruz. But between the two, nothing is more utilitarian and off-road focused as this Maverick, and especially now, the Tremor. What's in the Tremor? Well, it's an actual off-road package, not just an appearance package, even though you do get these nice orange logos, orange spokes on the wheels, orange designs on the front grille. But what it is, it's an inch lift. It has revised springs, revised shocks, all different types of tuning, 17-inch Falcon Wild Peak tires. Those are the all-terrain types, definitely better for off-road. You get more skid plates, you get enhanced cooling, you get better approach and departure angles. What else? Transmission oil coolers, new driving modes. So for a small premium, you're getting a lot in a small truck. Doesn't have everything that the bigger Tremor models have in the F-150 and the Ranger, but it's also not priced like it. Every Maverick comes the same way. As a 4-door crew cab and a 4.5-foot bed, you can actually put your arm in and touch the bottom of. It's not a supersized Clydesdale that goes up here, which means you need steps and all this other junk. No, this is a regular pickup truck for people who don't need to mountain climb when they use it. So you got a nice usable space here. Like I said, it's 4.5 feet, but 300 pounds less payload capacity total than other Mavericks. So it's 1,200 here. That's mostly due to the suspension geometry underneath and 2,000 pounds of towing. Other Maverick models with the 2-liter turbo have 4,000, so you can't get the max specs if you get the Tremor. Ironically, with an off-road package like this, the Tremor does really good on-road. This engine is actually excellent. It's a 2-liter turbo 4 that's optional on all the regular Mavericks, because the regular Maverick that Matt Smith reviewed, this was new for 2022, remember, it hasn't been out that long, it's a hybrid. And the hybrid only comes as a front-wheel drive model. You can get all-wheel drive, but it only comes with the 2-liter turbo. And the Tremor is only a 2-liter turbo. So from the get-go, you're getting 250 horsepower and 277 pound-feet of torque in a little truck. Remember, this is not very big at all. This is really the smallest vehicle you can get outside of a Hyundai Santa Cruz. That is it. And with this 8-speed automatic, it doesn't matter what mode you're in. There's no sport mode, there's no paddle shifters, neither should there be. I don't expect that. But it moves. It's really good. And despite the lifted suspension and the all-terrain tires, which have a knobbier tread on them than the standard all-seasons that you'll find on most Maverick trims, I can't really tell any difference in ride quality or wind noise. Yeah, they're there, right? This is not a luxury vehicle, but it's also not loud. It really isn't. It's not your old 1996 Ranger pickup, which, as great as that truck was, everyone still loves it. They're still ticking. Not at all like this. This actually is pretty comfortable. Amazingly, the Maverick Tremor just outperforms any other truck in its class, including a lot of mid-sized pickup trucks. In acceleration, this is gonna blow away a Tacoma TRD Pro with the V6. This engine, to me, is more like what you'll find in luxury compact SUVs like, say, BMW X3 or Mercedes GLC. The output is almost identical, and the way it shifts and it responds is really, it's a class above. You don't get this in many mid-sized pickup trucks. So honestly, the on-road performance, it's almost better than the off-road performance. No, it's not going to tow that much. It's only a maximum of 2,000 pounds. You can't get the 4,000 pound package on the Tremor. The payload's only 1,200 pounds. That's below the 1,500 pounds on other Maverick models. But again, this is very light stuff. It's only meant to be light duty. And because of that, well, the Maverick, even the Tremor, drives like a car, because that's what it is underneath. This shares the same chassis with the Bronco Sport. And again, that's not a full Bronco. These are all good things. That means you don't have to be in a vehicle that's rough riding, that's super loud, that wobbles with the steering and just feels really just like you're in a U-Haul truck. I would say only the interior reminds me of a moving van, but I can deal with that because this vehicle has a good price to start. It's low. You don't pay a heck of a lot of money for the Tremor version, considering all you're getting. And personally, when you're going to spend most of your time on the road, this is tuned perfectly. It really is. So the Tremor is not the hybrid version of the Maverick, so it doesn't get the sensational fuel economy that you've seen in the high 30s. That's to be expected, but check out the numbers. Those are pretty good. Nothing to complain about, especially when you have this much power. Remember, 250 horsepower, 277 pound-feet of torque. It's a lot in a little truck. Ford doesn't sell any cars in the United States except the Mustang. Everything else is labeled a crossover, an SUV, or a pickup truck. So even though this is a pickup truck, because it's on a car chassis and drives like a car, this is the closest thing you're gonna get in a Ford showroom to a small car. And the more I drive the Maverick, well, it certainly drives a lot better than the old Ford Focus or the Fiesta. So to be honest, even though there's a pickup bed back there, looks like a truck, in many ways acts like a truck, this is a good old-fashioned small car. Just like any good small car, it's got good small car brakes. They don't feel very small, they feel powerful enough for the job. Where should the Tremor tread? I take thee off-road. And first, since I'm about to go down a hill, there's a feature called trail control. It will work downhill and uphill, so really the only thing you have to do is steer. That's kind of a nice feature. Featured on Toyota trucks and a bunch of other vehicles like this, but ordinarily in most SUVs and other trucks, you don't see it. On the Tremor, it's here. So, I've got it pressed, and what I have to do now is use the cruise control buttons to set my speed. So right now it's set at 4 miles an hour, and the truck is able to brake each individual wheels to basically not only keep you pointed straight, but keep you pointed straight and not exceed the speed that you have here. So then I can also raise it up a little bit, say I want to go 8 miles an hour. That's easy. So it's nice as an aid, you know, that's pretty good. So unlike the all-wheel drive system in the regular Maverick, the Tremor has the option, whether through these driving modes or the button down here, to lock it in a roughly 50-50 split. On the ordinary Maverick, it's primarily a front-driven system and only engages the rear axle when there's slip. But here you want to have that rear axle always driven. That's what the whole point of all-wheel drive is. In this situation, definitely welcome. Plus, there's an option to also use what looks like a locking diff. It's not a real mechanical locking diff, it's a twin clutch setup. There we go. And what that does is that it really works more like a mechanically torque vectoring rear axle that you'll find on, say, Acuras and Hondas with that type of system. So what it does is that it doesn't have any, like, essentially mechanical lockup where each wheel is spinning, you know, exactly at the same speed. The clutch system can vary that. And so this makes it a lighter, more compact system. It certainly fits better in this vehicle. It does not work quite as well as what you'll find in the Ranger Tremor that has the true locker. But again, as soon as I'm off the road here, and then I get back on, I don't have to worry about disengaging that because it's not gonna bind the rear wheels. That's what's really nice about the clutch system. The Maverick looks okay right here on video, but when you touch things like the plastics and really feel around, you realize that's why this truck starts at just over 22 grand. Now, this one is almost 34. It's the XLT, but it still has a key in 2023. Did not think I would see that. A manually dimming rear view mirror. Now, if you step up to the Lariat, and you can still get the Tremor package with the Lariat, you get all the better features, better stereo, all stuff like that. But The Maverick is not about luxury. If you want that, you get an F-150. There's a reason why this vehicle is cheaper, and thank goodness it is. If you like hiding things under the rear seat, there's two very deep pockets here. And if you like sitting on the rear seat, there's actually lots of room here in the Maverick. This is where the seat is in the front. I'm 5'11", I did not have to move this seat, and I'm still pretty comfortable, have enough legroom, have enough headroom, got the armrest. Really, that's all there is back here. There's power windows, some cup holders, and a power outlet. But what else do you need? There's 4 doors in a little pickup truck. When you want a Maverick Tremor, you're not putting your money towards the latest infotainment and all the luxuries you'll find on bigger pickups. The Maverick isn't entirely bare bone. You get an 8-inch touchscreen as standard, Sync 3, which is older than other Ford versions, and you also get Ford Pass Connect, which pairs to your smartphone for remote features like remote start and unlocking. You get a decent stereo, but if you want to upgrade to other features, you're gonna have to get the Lariat trim. And it's also a little strange that no matter which Maverick you get, the screen does not fill the whole bezel, and I guess you can put random items over there. But hey, you get what you pay for, and this truck costs a whole lot less than a lot of others. This larger screen is not on the base Maverick, but it makes navigating settings much easier. And what's great is that every Maverick comes with a lot of standard safety features, including cross-traffic alert, blind spot, lane keeping, driver alert, and a pre-collision assist system that will automatically brake and detect pedestrians. For 2023, the Maverick comes in 3 different trims, starting at $22,195. My Maverick was an XLT with the Tremor package, and it cost $33,985 with some options and destination. It's possible to spend over $40,000 if you want, but that takes it into Ranger territory. At this price, in the mid-30s, it's a pretty good value, especially when next to a Toyota Tacoma or a Nissan Frontier that sell for way more. If you can do without the larger towing capacities and bigger sizes of those larger trucks, you can get away with 90% of what you need with a Ford Maverick. The Tremor tries and the Tremor succeeds. This is a compact pickup truck that gives you the performance of a more expensive mid-size truck, but with better parking, better fuel efficiency, a lot better speed, and the price, how can you beat it? This is $34,000, not fully loaded, but in the truck market today, where else are you gonna get a vehicle like this? The only one is the Hyundai Santa Cruz, and it can't do the off-road stuff that this can. So if you're in the market for something like this is pretty much it, and it actually is a good product. So for more details, go to CarGurus.com, watch our other YouTube video reviews. We reviewed the Maverick and all sorts of its competitors. Go check that out, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.